Clap.
Clap.
Okay, I'll try to remember it's the second time through. Welcome back to Cryptic Corner, a place where we take a deep dive through the mysteries of the internet and the occasional movie review. I'm your host, Travis. Above me are my beautiful co-hosts, Harry.
What's up, guys?
And Jared.
Yeah.
And today we have a returning guest, and that is Shane.
What up?
And today we are going to be taking a look at the Boiled One phenomenon, which, if our sources are correct, was made 2 months ago. The creator,
Wow.
I have pulled up over here on the side, the creator of the Boiled One phenomenon is Dr. Nowhere, and the video was made March 17th, 2024.
Well, Travis, would you like to explain to everyone what the Boiled One is? That'd
So,
be very important.
from what I got from the video, the Boiled One is this entity.
Well, just like what it is in general, like, you know.
An ARG. What we got to
Oh,
start from the very
right.
bottom of the barrel
That's
here.
what I'm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let me head over to Harold's notes then.
We're in the cart before the horses, Travis.
Well, if you guys are welcome to take a hold of the reins too.
So
you know?
yeah, here I can actually go into it since I've already got the notes up here. I can go into somewhat what an ARG is, but I didn't
Please,
go a
go
real
ahead.
detail. So what I've got in my notes here, ARG at the core is a series of disturbing videos that appear to depict individuals. My fucking antivirus just updated and it needed to tell me about that.
Very cool.
The videos that appear to depict individuals being subjected to a gruesome fate. Oh, this one isn't it? This ARG is that. So an ARG. Let me see if I could get like a real definition for.
I had that pulled up.
an ARG.
If you want me to read out the
Yeah.
definition, an ARG, alternate reality game, is a type of interactive storytelling where players come together to solve puzzles and tasks in order to progress through the story arc. These games are typically set in a virtual or real-world environment and involve a variety of media such as videos, audios, texts, and images. Which the video
Yeah.
we are discussing today is the type of ARG.
Yeah, so it's a transmedia storytelling. So they're saying that the story unfolds across multiple platforms, requiring the players to piece together information from various sources. Like some of you may know, the Blair Witch Project from 1999 had ARG elements to it. It used a fake website and and documentary elements to create a sense of realism in the movie, to ground it in reality a little bit. So there were parts that you could go to a physical website and feed into the Witch Project a little bit more, and that's what this ARG does. It dives really deep into the player's ability to figure the story out. I think it's a super cool way for like people with the puzzle brain to go about their day.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and it kind of like makes its own community in a sense.
Yeah.
As a bit of mystique and mystery.
No, I've
Also,
always seen
Go on.
ARGs and I've always wanted to participate in one, but I could
It's
never really
hard.
get into it. Yeah, it's very hard to participate. But getting in this one early, because I always see ARGs and it's like, oh, this one was 5 years ago, 10 years ago, back in like 2000.
Yeah, it's already been fucking solved.
And I'm like, oh, I just got to like the halfway point. But I'm excited
Yeah,
to see
you
where
gotta
this one goes.
catch them like as soon as they're being made.
There's a
Yeah.
website. There's the ARG network, the argn.com is a website that's dedicated to like showing ARGs and documentation of them. So you could probably just go over there and find brand new ones just like this and follow along.
Well, I think we're gonna have to go take a look at that after this podcast episode now, aren't we, fellas?
Mhm.
Maybe.
So onto this one. This ARG specifically is the Boiled One phenomenon. Travis, you can take the
Yes.
reins on that, because this one
The,
we've never caught one in the beginning before, so this is interesting.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
the
and
boiled
I've
one phenomenon, the video starts out with this little this little statement or whatever. I don't really know what the word is for it. I'm not a
it's like a
professional.
PSA.
Not really a PSA. I was just gonna start with like one of the quotes. Cause
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, so one of the quotes is, I can see this paper. I can see my hand. I can't hear the screaming of thousands. I can't hear the feast. I am moving, a breathing human being on planet Earth. But what's really cool is that there is a flash of red that happens on the screen. And the flash of red reads, I can't see this hand, or it was like, I can't see this paper. I have no hands. I can hear the laughter of thousands. I can hear the feast. I cannot move, nor do I want to. Which is really cool. I found that really like it's super quick, it's super fast, but like if you go frame by frame, you'll be able to catch it.
I agree. That's pretty
That's
cool. Because
interesting.
I did not notice that. Like until you said that, I have it up on my second monitor. I just like rewinded to that point inside, but I did not notice that the first time watching it.
There's a lot of like hidden puzzles and stuff in here that you really have to like have an eye out for it, and I really like those types of
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Years
horror
of
content.
I'm gonna follow along a little bit on the video so I can, you know,
The thing
pinpoint
is-
things back to.
Is like there's probably stuff that we missed as well. I think.
Oh, there's definitely stuff that we missed. We're not the people that are gonna go back and watch the video frame by frame.
Frame by
We
frame,
watch
yeah.
pieces,
Point
like
two
when we
back,
kind of
yeah.
notice something, we go back. But for the most part, the first like minute or two of the video, yeah, minute and 9 seconds basically is like prerequisite instructions on this phenomenon about like make
Yeah.
sure you have the following in the vicinity: earplugs, a pencil, a sheet of paper, and a standard Christian Bible open to the Psalms 91:10. Just we go down things like that. It says if something unusual begins speaking in tongues tangible to the naked ears, insert your earplugs and turn your pencil and paper. So it's basically just going down the, if shit hits the fan during your watch of this video, then here's instructions on what to do. It kind of starts to ground it more in your reality. You kind of like, oh shit, should I actually be prepared for this?
It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like a test or something for new recruits. I feel like it's kind of giving that you need to watch this in order to join something. That's kind of the
Yeah.
vibes it's giving off. And it's like if if this goes south, then you know, do this. These are the instructions.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's more
Yeah.
after the words are written on your piece of paper, recite the Psalms 91:10 aloud. If memories and imagery of something unholy persist in your mind, then pray. It's all you can do. That's a direct quote from the video.
The
And all of these
the
so I wanted to add, look like they were drawn in MS Paint. Like there's
Yeah.
just little outlines of a person's
does.
face with a speech bubble and stuff like that.
It's
It's
very
very,
cute.
very weird.
the
It's kind of like a juxtaposition though with the rest of
Yeah.
it, which I kind of like.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
it's
it
very
also
it's
show-
very like simple and cute, and then it's like, oh, compare the thing later on.
It
Yeah.
also shows kind of like that this guy is not like a full on like business. He's just like a dude who's
Well,
making
most
these
ARGs are.
Yeah, which I
They're
think is
just
really cool.
YouTubers or
And he's just like going into that. Like he's not trying to make it as professional and cool looking as possible. He's just doing what he can do. And I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, those
good
messages gave me a little bit of anxiety.
good storytelling comes with a lot of freedom. I think having to follow like standards and stuff, I don't think would make a good story. And I think ARGs, they have a lot of the creators have a lot of freedom with it. And that's what makes them like really good, is because they can go places and they can talk about like certain things and have it make sense other than just shoving it in your face and you're like, this is what you need to think.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I
definitely
want-
like
Yeah, and most of it was fairly ambiguous.
I also like the open-endedness of ARGs, especially like this one. It's kind of left up to the imagination for most of it. And
Yeah,
there's
that's what I
definitely
mean
gonna
by ambiguous.
be- yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people thinking of one thing and theorizing another, which I really like. I think it's pretty cool.
Right.
One of the things I did want to mention was the verse that it was referencing is in that speech bubble.
It is.
No evil shall befall you, and no plague shall come near your dwelling. That is the
Yep.
verse that it is referencing.
So you're supposed to recite that, and then if you have
I'm wondering
unholy
the-
thoughts, you pray about it because sorry, this boy boiled one. Yikes, he's already got
He
you.
sees ya. He always sees ya. That's good. That's a
He
theme
always
that
sees
we'll see throughout the video.
I think this about now because it didn't pop up. But I wonder what like the context of that quote is from.
What do you mean?
You mean in
Like-
the ARG or in the Bible?
In the Bible, yeah,
Yeah.
the Bible, yeah.
I'm not sure. For the listeners, we're not very Bible abiding people, even though we may be Christian. We're not super versed in that.
Yeah, I thought like as well. I'm kind of skipping ahead, but the connection from the end to the beginning, with the little like warning at the end to tell you to do everything that the beginning told you to do, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, the
That's
last
actually
like 10-15 seconds of the
Yeah.
video is another warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next part it talks about is the tree of heaven, which is just like this guy talking about a national park, but he mentions like poison ivy and like
I
poison
thought it was
oak.
poison oak.
Poison
He
oak,
mentions I think he mentions both of those, and if I'm not mistaken, now I'm no plant person, but look this up really quick before I say it.
You know, I kind of got into the National
So-
Geographic show.
Poison oak can be an invasive species, so it can like spread. They mention this like a lot throughout the video, and I think it kind of like ties in to the broadcast because they called the where am I now? So they called him Ben 228. It was a broadcast that happened in 2003, I believe. 12 days after the broadcast, a massive influx of pseudocomas like just spread everywhere to the people who watched it.
Can you
And
explain what that is?
pseudocoma is like halfway, like your mind's still
It's like
awake.
sleep paralysis.
It's
like
it's
sleep
basically
paralysis.
sleep
It is
paralysis.
literally sleep paralysis.
Your
Yeah.
body is completely frozen or paralyzed while you're
By
you can still
sleeping, but
blink
the
and
mind's
hear.
That-
awake.
Do you
Yeah.
guys know a little bit of the science behind sleep paralysis?
No.
I looked into that
actually,
a
I
while
do.
back.
I do actually. So
Yeah.
basically, it's your body shutting down like your motor functions, so you don't act out your dreams.
Exactly.
when you're
Without that,
asleep,
you would
Because
act out your
without
dreams
yeah,
consistently.
and guess what? When you sleepwalking is when people who don't have their muscles shut down. Actually, I think, right?
Yes. Yeah. So,
So-
the connection from your brain to most of your motor functions is turned off, and what
Yeah.
sleep paralysis is you
When you
wake up, your brain
But
wakes
your body
up,
hasn't caught up ahead.
your body, yeah, that connection isn't made again.
Yeah, your body
So-
hasn't made the hasn't caught the
Yes,
message,
it's like
yeah.
the doctors numbed your body. You cannot move. That's why you
Yeah.
have a feeling like you can't get out, you can't move.
Yeah. Have any
and
has sleep
You're still in a
paralysis?
dream
Yeah.
state. So sleep paralysis comes from
I did not.
that disconnection on top of that sleepy part of your body is still trying to create dreams and visuals. So when
Oh,
you
yeah.
see things, your brain is still trying to be creative and making a dream out of it. So people a lot of times they're scared because they can't move, so their brain goes,
Oh,
ooh, scary dream time. And you see eyes, you see things moving, standing, whatever. Your brain actually starts hallucinating things.
I didn't know
And
about that
it's
second
very
part.
interesting. Yeah. And it depends on
I
your
only knew about
mood.
the first part.
It's really hard
I-
to be in a good mood during sleep paralysis because you can't fucking move. But
Yeah.
my theory, at least, is if you're in a good mood and if you're totally accepted with it, whatever, there wouldn't be demons or anything there. You would just still be having a cool dream. Maybe there's like happy goblins feeding you M&Ms. I don't know.
See women.
Man,
That'd
that
be
sounds
awesome.
like a fantastic dream to me, dude.
So
Sure.
next time you have sleep paralysis, just be happier.
Or you can
I
like,
guess.
Happy,
or
yeah.
you can like think of me. You can think of me feeding you M&Ms. You know, just like.
Dude,
Ooh,
I think
I
of you
would
more often
love
than I'd
that,
like to
Travis.
admit.
Harry, have you ever had sleep paralysis?
I have. It was terrifying.
It was pretty scary. What about you,
Dude, I did not have a happy
about
paralysis
your-
dream.
Me
I
neither.
have not. I have a lot of problems sleeping and a lot of sleeping issues, but the one
I
thing
don't
I've never
want it.
had is
It's the worst
sleep
thing ever,
paralysis.
dude.
Well, yeah,
it's
here,
not the
Shane.
worst
In,
thing
in the
ever.
in the next few days, I'll see what I can do to change that.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? That scares me.
I think
I'm
the
gonna
reason
feed
why
you
my-
M&Ms. That's what I'm gonna do.
I think the reason why I had sleep
That'll
paralysis
make me
though is
happy,
because like
though.
I was at my friend's house and we both watched the movie Saw, and I was like,
Oh, dude.
So,
I
After
wasn't scared
horror
by
movie
that.
sleep
I was
paralysis.
bored. Me and my friend were bored and we stopped watching it because like we're like teenagers, like, oh, it's so boring, you know.
Nice. Well, I wanted to say some like the documentary that you were talking about, Travis, right? You were getting into like where they're starting off in the boiled
Yeah,
ones,
the National
like
Forest.
actual content, the National Forest documentary, and that video heavily reminded me of the Nature Walk episode 1 from 14 years ago on YouTube. For those of you that are cultured enough to know, it's a
Old.
skit of this fucking guy. Sorry, it's a skit of this guy that's walking around in nature and making it his own documentary about it. And he's the guy that walks up to an aspen tree. He says, "This is an aspen tree. I can tell that this is an aspen tree because of the way that it is." And then he moves on.
I've seen that meme going around. Yeah.
Exactly. that the whole video is like almost 3 minutes long, and it's so fucking funny. But the way that this boiled one footage goes, it really reminds me of this fucking video. So I wanted to
Where's-
add that.
I liked the footage too. Like I was honestly kind of getting into the nature. Like I was like, I could watch 10
Yeah,
minutes
I
of
want
this
more of
nature
this.
documentary.
Dude,
Oh, more of this.
if you don't
I
know what
have
I'm
a-
talking about, please watch Nature Walk.
I
He
have
calls it
a-
nature because nature's pretty neat.
I have another one we should probably do after this. It's called White Stag. White Stag National Park, I believe is what it's called. It's
feel like I've
pretty
heard of
cool.
that.
It's pretty cool. I watched Wendigoon take a look at it,
Is this?
but here's what's
I
cool.
might know
I
about
don't
this
think
one.
I don't think Wendigoon's taking a look at this one yet, fellas. So I think we beat him
This
to
one's
it.
a cult thing.
Is White Stag the one with the flesh pit?
No,
Okay.
I think that's an
you're thinking
SCP
about
that
you're
thinking
you're
about.
literally thinking about Flesh Pit National Park.
Yeah, that one. That was interesting.
It's just a pit made out of meat. It's a meat
yeah,
cave.
That's
It's
dude.
pretty interesting because
The
That
wilderness
sounds
must be
inherently
explored.
sexual.
there's an SCP that's like an ice cave with that's made out of like meat or blood or something like that. I can't remember the specifics, but that's an interesting.
Very
That is
cool.
crazy. This episode is not about SCP.
It's not about SCP. We need to talk about this guy right here,
Yep, this SCP
This
right
one.
here.
I don't
the
know.
boiled
So-
one. He's extremely tall. Another thing we come into contact with is a backwards text that reads, and I have it pulled up here. Let me.
Yeah, backwards text. I'll go over like
Morse
with
code.
ARGs. Yeah, Morse code. We've got. They have audio. I can't remember what it's called. There's in a lot of harder ARGs. Maybe
Oh,
this one will do it
I
in the
think I know what
future.
you're
There's
talking about,
audio that you
where-
can play, and it's like stenography maybe.
Sound
But
waves.
if you
whatever
if you
called?
visualize the sound waves, it makes an image, and there's so many cool ways to solve these puzzles.
Mhm.
So this what Travis is talking about, the backwards words, we see a lot of Morse code in this video, so there's a lot of stuff to decode and understand the video farther. And I feel like this video gave us extremely little information about the ARG. This is mostly background for what the story is going to be.
Yeah,
I think.
this is like a foundation that they're trying to build up.
Yeah.
But the backwards text, and I also ended up like reversing it and whatever. Let me just write down this timestamp. It's not very long. Let me just put 20 21. I'll put up the backwards here. It was like, Harry, how long was your video that you sent
Which
me?
video?
The
Oh.
the thing that you recorded.
I don't know, dude. How am I supposed to know that off the top
Oh,
of my
did you
head? I just
delete it?
recorded it for you. No, it's on.
Did I think? Right?
I deleted it after, but it's on the Google Drive.
Oh,
So no, it's got to be an audio. Sorry for the listeners. We're fucking on top of everything today. Clearly,
it's
Um,
okay. It's the beauty of this podcast.
So
Totally.
I don't know how to do any editing.
It's very rustic.
This video is 1:35 long.
Okay, so for the next 35, or for the fuck, for the next 1 minute and 35 seconds, we're gonna be like kind of quiet, and then y'all are gonna be listening to that little snippet.
On the manifestation of my being in the future, you will be asleep in bed. I will be there and watch over you. When you wake, you will not be able to move any part of you. When the doctors eventually find you, they will not see me, but you will, and I'll see you too. Forever, I'll see you.
I don't think it's not gonna be the whole fucking video.
It's gonna be the whole
what you wanted me
video.
to record, dude. What you wanted me to
Whole video.
record was so slow.
Okay, fine.
What-
How about
and
like 30? How about like
Travis,
30 seconds?
here's for editing, Travis. Just cut our audio and make a gap so we don't have to stop talking.
Yeah, but that's too much work.
I want to cut this entire bit out.
No, this is good. This is good. Eric, if you're listening, dude, you can clip this little piece and use it in your funny shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So no,
Oh my
Travis,
God.
just split them and move them and put this clip in the middle so we don't have to stop
We're
talking.
gonna
So
have to,
Fine,
that's-
fine,
we have a
fine,
whole 2
whatever.
minutes.
it's not
Yeah,
that difficult.
Fine.
I will teach you how. So
All right, cool. Welcome back from listening to that. Did you have fun? Did you like listening to that?
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Oh,
sleep
yeah,
tonight,
I
aren't
bet
you?
so.
Hey, you're not gonna.
I know I'm
Shane, for you, Shane. I'll read it
Nah,
out
I'll
to
sleep
you.
fine.
Um,
I got alcohol sleeping meds. I'll be good.
The backwards text says, "The very memory of my face will cause a manifestation of my being. In the future, you will be asleep in bed. I will be there and watch over you. When you wake up, you will not be able to
Oh.
move any part of your body. When the doctors eventually find you, they will not see me, but you will, and I'll see you too. Forever, I'll see you." Very,
That seems
How
like
wholesome.
This was my
yeah,
love
it
note to my
sounds
girlfriend.
wholesome.
it does. It
it's
sounds like
creepy
a lover
wholesome.
whispering sweet nothings into
Yeah.
your ear.
Yeah.
Except that sweet
Um,
nothings is a threat and like.
Yeah,
sort
he's
of,
gonna
good
he's
thing.
gonna eat your
This is
spinal
ending with a
column.
Good time.
It sounds like he wants to protect them, like even if it feels like a mother that's like overly protective. Like you can't go anywhere.
I'll keep you
everything's
safe
dangerous.
from locking you in
Yeah.
my basement.
The
talks-
doctors
Exactly, yeah.
will not be able to see you,
see.
but
He
you
talks
will.
about
see me.
a feast a lot. I'm not sure what it meant by that.
We'll probably fucking figure out with his
I don't know.
big ass
I
gob
mean-
going on, dude. He's always ajar, man.
Well,
My
he's
theory
I don't know, man.
smoking.
I mean, with
he's smoking a doobie over here.
I mean, with the amount of like biblical references or like like Christian references, maybe something like the Final Supper. Who knows?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
my inner theory was that like he was not the one feasting, but he was preparing these victims for someone else, possibly like
Ooh.
the devil or a demon or something like that. That's just my inner
That's actually interesting.
theory.
I didn't
My
think about it from
Discord
that
shit
angle.
itself. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So looking at the wiki, there's a lot. I'm not exactly sure what this has anything to do with.
Oh,
You can swap between the demon and human part.
ain't
It's on the
no
villains
way.
wiki. So his alias
might-
is Fen.
No
Travis,
fucking
you
shot,
okay?
dude. Hello.
Hi.
Alright.
Okay, my internet shit itself for like half a second.
Okay, you're still recording,
Okay.
so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm still
So
recording.
the alias is Fen PHEN -228, and there's a lot of swapping between the demon and human. This is it says the sadistic spirit of Matishiro Watanabe. Sorry, I butchered that so bad. A Japanese war criminal during World War II who passed away decades later. He would be reborn in death as a demonic entity that renders anyone who looks at him into a state of locked-in syndrome.
The locked-in syndrome has to be just a reference. No, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
hate
actually,
internet culture.
So Travis, that quote that you just read is in quotes on the villains wiki for this character. So it's very interesting. Maybe we have more we can learn from this, because I only just found this. It's a malicious, callous, and ruthless but highly intelligent entity that actively targets those who come across his path. More specifically, he seems to target the family of Job Zamperini, who was a prisoner of war in World War II, while he doesn't seem to target people who look at him in person, as seen with Zamperini's grandson. Fen 228 has shown himself to stalk him, especially when seeing him through his window. So,
It's very interesting.
God,
It
this goes into
mentioned-
detail.
Yeah, it was mentioned in the video when there's a part where the job guy is being interviewed, which isn't his real name. But he mentions through Morse code that he can see the face through the window.
Oh, if we're at the Morse
Yeah.
code part of the video, we found a hidden Morse code text. It's another one that comes up in red, and it reads, "Nobody but me and you."
Mhm.
It's at
Awesome.
the it's like right after the part where he hears the church bells or something like that. He can hear bells, and that
Yeah.
crosses with
Before he
him.
goes to sleep.
And
Yeah.
looking at the wiki, they also have that written down. So, nobody but me and you comes from the Boiled One's Morse code to Job. So, Job being Zamperini, the other character in this.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that was
You
a
alright,
big
man?
one.
Don't
Hey, we
break
didn't
the
hear it
neck,
on
dude.
Discord. Maybe the listeners can.
Ooh, that was a nice one too. That felt really good.
Okay.
Yeah, this website goes into crazy detail.
It also mentions
So-
that Job Zamperini was actually in the POW camp that this spirit that Fen 228 was in control of.
Man, small world.
Yeah, his name's
Which
the Muchirio Watanabe.
Yeah.
He is the boiled one before he's the boiled one.
So how did he
If
become the
that makes any
boiled
sense.
one?
That's the real question, yeah.
He got fucking boiled.
It doesn't say
He
on
got boiled.
here. I mean, I don't know.
It does not.
But I mean, little is given on who or what Fen 228 is, other than that he says in his speeches and what is told by the projection. However, as shown by tiny details through the video and confirmed by the creators themselves, the boiled one is the spirit of Moose Stuhiro, the bird Watanabe, an infamous Japanese soldier. So it doesn't say how he became that. It just says that.
Is this a real person that we're using?
Probably.
This is a real person from... Dude,
Yeah.
holy shit. Okay. Mutishiro Watanabe was a a prisoner. He served at a prisoner of war camp in Amori Noetesu, which I cannot pronounce the modern version of that.
Google Translate.
While names don't translate, this is a name of a place. While in the military, he allegedly ordered one man who reported to him to be punched in the face every night for 3 weeks and practiced judo on an appendectomy patient. Somebody who had appendicitis, their appendix exploded, so he just practiced judo on them.
Yeah, dude,
Sounds like
Japanese
an
are way too
asshole.
Fucking brutal.
Holy
Dude,
shit!
Sounds
The
like an
Japanese-
One of his
actual
prisoners was
asshole.
an
Dude.
American. Oh shit! One of his
Dude.
prisoners was American track star and Olympian Louis Zamperini.
Interesting.
He,
So I bet
he
you that's
lived.
the real name. of,
he reported that Watanabe beat his prisoners often, causing them serious injuries. It's said that Watanabe made one officer sit in a shack wearing only a funshui, which is a male thong undergarment for 4 days in winter, and that he tied a 64-year-old prisoner to a tree for days. This guy's
dude.
a dick.
Dude, during World War II, dude, the Japanese were really, really fucked.
I thought
Like,
this guy
almost
was
as-
a victim, not the victim
Yeah.
creator.
But it makes sense
Yeah,
that he would be then also torturing Zamperini, because clearly that's probably the same Zamperini as the one that you just mentioned, Aaron.
The Olympian. That's
Yeah,
what
the
we're.
Olympian.
So Job as a character is an American Olympian.
Interesting.
Also, it's funny. I was looking up the bird, and it came up as he's actually featured in a movie called Unbroken, which I guess is about the Japanese POW camps.
Oh yeah. They're really fucked,
Oh,
man.
that makes
can make
sense
a
why
whole video
this
on that.
took place in 2003. Matishiro Watanabe, Mutishiro, he died in the 1st of April 2003 at 85 years old. So
How did he die? Did he die of old age or was he boiled?
old age.
He
He
was boiled.
uh
He was boiled.
holy shit.
So in the movie, this
Wow.
is the villain's wiki for him. In that movie, apparently his hobby was abusing Zamperini and his prisoners. His goal was to break Zamperini mentally and physically. So it seems like Zamperini was like a kind of a main enemy.
Is his main target, yeah.
Watanabe.
He just, I don't understand why he just likes to run around and shit, jump hurdles and shit, throw a really
Yep.
heavy ball. That's what Olympians do, right? I don't really know. I'm fat. All I know is
he
they
chose,
want like
a
throwing
stick.
around cool ass balls.
Yeah, wear like a beehive mask
Wow.
and like beekeeper mask and hit each other's sticks.
Even in death, Zamperini, or not Zamperini, bad guy. I Watanabe.
Boiled man.
He-
Yeah.
At 85, he said, "I treated the prisoners strictly as enemies of Japan." After being interviewed about this whole situation, and Zamperini, the American, attempted to meet with Watanabe, and they wouldn't let that happen. Watanabe, he just avoided the whole situation every time. So they never got to meet again, even though Zamperini wanted to either make amends or beat the shit out of him, one or the other.
I'd
Yeah.
go with the latter. Beat the ever living
Yeah.
shit out of
Yeah.
him.
It's interesting that they finally met after death again.
Yeah. One's paralyzed and the other's this really tall thing that has this weird little hand doohickey that comes out of his belly.
Yeah, so that's where this ARG takes off. There's your
That's
background.
I like that.
Torturing him
How it has like a
later on, too.
weird tie to the like real world, like obscure way.
Yeah. I
and
didn't
their
realize that
past.
any of these would be real characters, let alone
Also,
such a fucked up story.
Yeah.
also like that how it brings up the stuff with Japan because that stuff's also very, very fucking plausible because the Japanese were really, really fucked during World War II. Like, probably
Yeah.
more so than the Nazis in a lot of ways.
And
Like that shit
That's-
where
that
you
would be a
talk about-
controversial
Let's not go too
opinion.
far.
Yeah.
Here on
Yeah.
Cryptic Corner,
Let's
we
just
tend
say
to
though, like the stuff.
here on Cryptic Corner, we tend to steer away from real world situations.
So this we're riding that line pretty fucking hard
Yeah.
this episode.
The only
Good.
like somewhat real world, like the only real world thing we actually took a look at was missing 411. And
Yes. Which we
we
do not
act-
plan on touching much again, right?
we well that comment that was on there
It's interesting.
wanted us
Thank
to-
you for the comment.
if you're
that-
watching this, thanks for the comment, dude.
Yeah, we know we need to do a lot more research when it comes to that kind of stuff. And especially that there's not a lot of information around.
Oh
that
yeah.
it's mostly speculation on our end. So I
Actually,
apologize
he
for
gave
like the
us-
lack of knowledge.
He gave us a source to go to on Reddit that talks about it. It's like a whole like, I think it was like a whole Reddit page that goes over missing 411.
That's interesting, and I will take a look at that. But at least right now, I don't think we plan on continuing down
Yeah,
that path.
and if we do happen to do it, it's going to be like way in the future when we're more knowledgeable about it.
Yeah.
And we are by no
we
means-
appreciate the
I
the
just-
comment. That was amazing.
I just need to state this right now for all of you land lubbers out there. Okay, we're and by no means professionals. We're not
Yeah,
professional.
in no way, shape,
researcher.
or form. We don't know what we're doing.
We're
We're just
just-
a bunch of guys on Discord
we're
that thought it
just-
would be fun to
we're-
talk about things.
Yeah, we're
We're
just a
professional
bunch of
slackers.
idiots on Discord,
Yeah.
bunch of morons just talking about.
Professional idiots, if you will.
Don't
Exactly.
put professional in
Yes.
front of our name.
Professional slackers.
Yeah, we're just three dudes who like to talk about spooky things.
Oh yeah.
And 411 was a sensitive subject that we should have covered more carefully about.
I think
The,
we did
the
all
comments under the boiled one phenomenon video. It's got to be full of like
Yeah.
10-year-olds.
The first comment, wait until you meet its brothers, the grilled one, the roasted one, the sauteed
yeah,
one,
that's
the marinated
funny.
one, the steamed one, the baked one, the microwave one. Almost forgot
If
about
you
the
scroll
fried
down a
one.
ways, there's another one that says friendly reminder to boil your ones.
Well, I'm
It's
don't boil my ones.
strange. Jokes
Okay.
aside, the boil one's face is actually fucking terrifying from Egg Dog Real. You're kind of right, but
Not
I don't
that
know, man.
scary. You kidding
it's
me?
not that
Yeah.
bad.
This
Obunga
guy
was
really
way
scary.
worse
Look at
in
this-
its
look at
prime,
this dude
man.
Up here.
Look at this
Look at
dude
this
over
dude.
here. He looks like a
Yeah,
chill
he's
guy. I'd smoke some Zaza with him.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
So let's get back to our original topic because I think we talked for like 10 minutes on nothing that has to do with this. So
Hey, that's the bread and
Um,
butter.
I mean,
You'll
we're
get
almost-
the
Yep, that's us.
context of that
We
later.
really are almost done analyzing the video. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're not gonna go in and like full on ARG analyze everything that happens
Oh,
in
no.
this video.
We're
If you guys
not
are
smart enough for
curious,
that.
you should probably watch like the film theorists videos about this. So, like if you actually want to dive into this, we just thought it was kind of cool and to hop on the train. If it ends up that we get more information on this, especially soon, then I think we should do another episode, maybe
no, I
a little
hope there's
deeper
an
into it.
episode 2 coming out
Yeah.
soon, dude. I
That'd be cool to follow
I bet
up.
there
I
is.
need
I mean,
this.
It's probably they usually ARGs give you a good amount of time, weeks, months, to go through a video and understand it, and then they post another, either Twitter post, X post, or YouTube or whatever, or links to go to other websites. So somebody eventually is going to find part 2 to this, unless it's released on YouTube. So it could happen in days, months, or a year.
We're
Who
just got
knows?
to keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
his
Secret
first
Force
series,
deals.
which is labeled Doctor Nowhere's first series, which is labeled TOE. It was about a month between episodes.
Yeah. So it's possible that this will happen again.
Yeah.
Okay.
In each of those videos, this
just
boiled
realized
one is
how
10
the-
minutes long. All of his other videos are like 3 minutes
Yeah.
maximum, but like an
all
average of
3 minutes.
20 seconds.
I just realized why you don't have you haven't had any sleep paralysis, Dub.
Why?
Behind you.
Oh, the Dreamcatcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or are you talking about my Denver Nuggets?
And it's that epic wolf
That's- yeah.
painting.
And the epic wolf painting, yeah.
He's got 2 dogs inside of him. One eats, one sleeps, and that's
Actually,
about it.
There's another one over in
I
you
didn't,
can't see
dude.
it, but
Look.
it's painted by my sister.
Oh, yeah. That's
Hells
actually really
yeah.
Ignore the pile of clothes that are just sitting on my fucking. Yeah,
Cool. I'm not ignoring it.
let's do that.
Is there any
That's
more
so
we need to
strange.
talk about in this?
What I was just gonna ask a question. Was there much that happened that like told us about the history in Japan? Because I'm really skipping through this.
Unless, like-
revolving around.
No,
There's
not
like
really.
fairly.
in reverse.
I already
I don't know how
mentioned
much this
that.
has
We
to
talked
do
about
with like the legitimacy of this Japanese terrorism man and the American guy. At 6 minutes into the video, it says fairly late into the investigation, the Ephrata branch was notified a particularly odd case revolving around one Job Zamperini. They just take his first name out, and they really shittily black bar his eyes, even though it's very clearly him.
I like how it's like this.
And an elderly victim of the anomalous pseudo-coma outbreak. So they're not going into detail about any of the past of what this ARG actually has grounded in reality. I thought that was interesting, finding this out now during the podcast.
I think that
Oh,
was
no,
on
no, no.
purpose.
They're literally the next fucking slide. Sorry, listeners. Zamperini was a war vet and fluent in Morse code, putting him on the mark as potential interviewee as soon as the outbreak was put under investigation. So there's a little bit. There's a little bit of background there. So if you go to Wikipedia and research the Mutishuba Watanabe, sorry if I'm fucking that name up still,
Yeah.
then you get the real backstory of everything that happened there.
You know, it'd be really cool if you guys have made it this far into the video. Let's try and interview the creator of this little video.
Dude, Dr. Nowhere, if you're out there and you're willing to be on a podcast that's pretty small, then we would love to interview you. That would be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
Could be somewhere out
Maybe
there.
maybe we could be the intro to the second part of your ARG.
Yeah, you like come up and appear behind me and then like suck my fat ass into the void. Be like,
I'm glad you
very
added
scared.
the into the void part.
Yeah, I was very scared for a second. I was like,
Suck my
oh
fat
no.
ass part, yeah.
suck my
Yeah.
fat ass into the void.
That if we could get information, talk about your previous ARGs, that would be really, really cool.
That would be
Yeah,
cool.
or if you need actors, I mean,
True.
I'll be down to act for you.
Yeah, I'll be
dude.
back on next week. It's
The
the
boiling man. I see him in my mirrors. Oh
Dude,
god.
fucking
Travis.
A tier acting right there, A
No,
list.
Travis, you're getting it wrong. It would be this.
Oh yeah.
Like the
just
guy
like-
dude.
Oh,
It's like
the
that
sleep
video
paralysis
at the-
part.
What one was it? The fucking Irene hostage situation where the guy does fucking SOS in Morse code with his eyes. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
SOS is
I think
just-
it's Iranian.
Oh, and a fair warning to those of you that want to get into this and go down to the film theorists. It is no longer MatPat. If people aren't aware, MatPat has retired from YouTube. He has left his legacy as a channel, his multiple channels are still going, but it's his previous employees and hosts are continuing the legacy there. So you will not be hearing MatPat. A lot of the comments in this video, 13,000 comments by the way. They're like, all I see when I look up the boiled one is MatPat. It's like you're wrong about that, but just a warning to you guys.
Back in my day, I remember watching MatPat talk about how fast the Legend of Zelda hookshot was.
Back in my day, Matt Pat and Matt Pat that 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Shut up!
I
It looks
guarantee
like
you,
Was that the
No
Planet
one-
87?
I swear to Christ.
Knowing MatPat, he's working on something secretly, like an ARG or something.
I don't
He's
think
working
so.
on Five
in
Nights at
his
Freddy's
free
2.
time.
Yeah,
He'll
he's on
come
Five Nights at
back with a
Freddy's.
big ol' yeah.
He's gonna,
Two.
he's
It's
like,
gonna
"Hey,
make Five
guys,
Nights at Freddy's real.
I'm back. It's like
that's
Vsauce
just-
Schmeichel here. Spit,
That's
saliva. It
interesting.
digests food in your mouth. We're
And
way
I
off
bet there's-
topic.
That's everything I wanted to
I'm
touch
gonna say we're
on.
kind of
We went through all my
getting to the end
notes.
here.
Yeah, I bet you
I'm
guys
trying
that
to think
there's,
of what
there's a stenograph that's going over like the Watchnabe stuff that we just
Maybe.
didn't look at.
And if
Yeah.
listeners, if you're already into all of this and you've got information, throw a comment on here. Say like, dude, you guys
Yeah.
totally fucked that up. Tell us what's wrong. Tell us what we did good, whatever.
Please be polite when you do it.
No, be rude as
Call
possible.
us idiots. Yeah.
No,
Exactly.
like I said in the first couple episodes I was a part of, if you guys have something bad to say and you say it, then we
We're gonna
reserve
find
the
you on
right
Facebook
to
and we're gonna make fun of you.
Yeah, we'll find you on Facebook and we'll make the next episode about making fun of you
We'll
and all the
do-
pictures that your mom posted of you when you were a kid.
We'll do 2 hours of just roasting you and laughing at you.
And
We'll
I'll
go
be there too.
pack
I can be
God
we
crazy.
can do
style.
longer than that.
But
We can do
but
longer
Yeah.
than that.
but to abide by YouTube's terms of service, we're
In
gonna
Minecraft.
we're gonna blur out your information. We're still gonna laugh at you.
I will say
Oh,
your
no.
address out loud,
Yeah, we're gonna.
and then
we're gonna
we'll
dox you.
we'll
No,
blur
we'll
it
do it on
out so
Twitch.
people
Wait a
can.
minute.
We'll do it
Wait
on
a minute. We
Twitch.
Dude,
can't
we'll
say
make.
that.
Hey, here's an idea. What if we make it an ARG, and we give away their address as a prize?
Yeah, that's
It's
a
like
great
an
idea.
ARG that leads back to their address, just starts getting like thousands of people knocking on their door.
Hey,
That's what my
hey,
dad
we
used to
found you
knock
from the ARG.
No, we
What
gotta.
ARG?
Are you the toasted one?
You're the toasted one.
Toasted? No, he's cooked, dude. He's the cooked one.
The baked
Because
one.
once he's
bro.
found, he's
It's
cooked.
the baked one.
We gotta wait until this podcast is like big enough, and then thousands of listeners are gonna hear your address.
Yep. So
Yeah, we're gonna
please
keep
leave us
All right.
We're gonna
negative
keep a death
reviews.
Note.
Honestly,
We're gonna leave it. We're gonna get a death note, and we're just gonna like write down your
Yeah.
information.
I'll put it in our Google Drive shared folder here.
yeah.
There you
Alright,
go.
I think-
Yeah, we definitely touched on everything we needed.
about
to.
to
Well,
say,
at
I
the
don't know
at
if
the
there's
end
much
of the
left
video, there was this last Morse code. It was like noise, and Robo helped. Robo.
Yeah,
helped.
shout out Robo. This
Yeah.
guy on my Discord server actually knows Morse code. So he
Yeah.
was a huge help while we were watching the video.
Yeah.
The last Morse
the
code
G.
says, "I can see you. I still see you," and that's it. That's where the video ends.
I don't think that is any new information. Dude, I can also see you right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
it's
see him.
like,
He's right
okay.
here, and he's smoking a
Yeah, very
doobie.
special dude. I can see.
I'm
you.
sure later down the
can see him
line
out
we'll
the
have
window.
it'll have
Is
to have
that-
more
is that good?
importance.
It's fine. I see him right behind me. So
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just say your proverbs, and you'll be good.
Yeah.
Got it.
eat your spinach.
Don't have sinful thoughts.
Make sure
Guys,
your
or the
boiled
thumbs
one
are
is
not on
gonna get you.
backwards.
Yeah.
Anywho, I think that just about wraps it up. Do we have anything else to say?
No,
Thanks for watching.
that's
if
it
you
for
got
me,
this
man.
Far.
Sorry, this episode was kind of crazy, but
This
Dude, every
episode
episode's
is very
if
crazy. I
it
don't know
was
what you're
if
talking
it,
about.
if it was
More so.
formal, I don't think we'd be having as much fun. So
Yeah.
True.
I mean, this
We
Oh.
could go over this
is fun.
monotone. Let us know next episode. We can monotone the whole thing and just do it like NPR style.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
Spend 2 hours.
we
making
can,
a
but we
2 hour
won't.
long episode.
anyways, if you guys have made it this far into the episode, thank you so much for listening and giving us a chance to fill your ear holes with useless information you probably won't use in real life. If you have anything you want us to check out, like a movie, a story, an ARG, a game that you think is really cool, go ahead and comment down below what you want, and we'll take a look at it.
Maybe we'll take a look at the boiled one game because I just found out this was a thing.
A game.
Is it a game?
If you have
Apparently.
if you have any
Where's the
constructive
information from?
criticism, for us, go ahead, leave it down below. Just be positive, or else we will laugh at you on Facebook or Instagram. or Snapchat, or we'll just make fun of your dog.
Yep.
You guys have anything to say, or
No, that's it. Thank you
No?
guys for listening. I appreciate, being on the podcast, getting a chance to talk about shit that I don't understand. And
Wait.
good night.
No, I did pause recording. Just. Oh my god.
it's okay, I can cut that last little bit
Oh well.
out. Anyways, I guess it's it for this episode. The boiled one. Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys. Bye.